In this tutorial, you will learn how you can set up Microsoft Teams' Azure Bot Framework credentials to allow users to chat with your agents via an application in Microsoft Teams. Before proceeding, you will need to ensure you have created an Azure Bot Framework in Microsoft Azure. For more information on this process, please check out the Microsoft Teams Azure Bot Framework documentation page. First, click on Credentials and Models in the menu to access and view the list of credentials. Next, click on Add Credentials to begin creating new credentials. Click on Microsoft Teams Azure Bot Framework. Begin by assigning a name to the credentials. Next, select who can edit the credentials. Here we will limit the editing permissions so that only the creator can make changes. The next parameters are linked to the configuration of the Azure Bot Framework, which is required to create these credentials. So make sure you have copied your directory tenant ID, the application client ID, and the client secret. Start by providing your tenant's directory tenant ID that you copied in Microsoft Azure. Then provide the application client ID of the application tied to the Azure Bot Framework you created in Microsoft Azure. Provide the client secret of the application. Finally, enable the multi-tenant switch if these credentials should be considered multi-tenant. This aspect is determined when creating the Azure Bot Framework and its associated app. If you have chosen multi-tenant as the type of app during the configuration, then the application can be shared with members external to your organization. On the contrary, if you have chosen single tenant as the type of app, then the application can only be shared with members of your organization. In this case, disable the multi-tenant switch. Once the credentials are configured, click Add Credentials to finalize the creation. The new credentials should now be available in the list of credentials. If they are marked as failed, you can click the Verify button to check that they are correct. If this is the case, the status will change to success, and you will be able to continue the rest of the procedure. What are the next steps? First, contact us so that we can create the Microsoft Teams application. We will then give you the application zip file. Finally, deploy the Microsoft Teams application to your users via the Microsoft Teams administration portal. Once the application is deployed and available in Microsoft Teams, users will be able to chat with the selected agents.